Brexit deal, US interest rates, G20 meetings, Italian debt crisis. Good morning everybody and welcome to Rational Thinking. My name's Joshua and this week we'll be covering all of last week's events and also what we can expect to see for the week ahead. So to start off with the pound again, the headlines dominated with Brexit. Last week we had it revealed that a Brexit deal had been agreed between Theresa May and the EU. However, this deal has been heavily criticised. We even had the gentleman that wrote Article 50 came out and said that he was so surprised at how poor this deal was, considering everything that had been done around it. Nevertheless, the next hurdle remains the vote with Parliament, which is scheduled for the 11th of December. Theresa May has to convince Parliament that this is the right deal for the UK and the British public. It has been for quite some weeks said that this deal won't get through Parliament, and if it doesn't, there are a whole array of outcomes we could possibly be looking at. We could have a potential second referendum, a leadership challenge, or even a general election. So things very much still up in the air as they have been throughout this entire process. So in regards to the US dollar, headlines are dominated with US interest rate hikes. We'd all but expected next month for the Fed to deliver on another rate hike. However, with the economic slowdown and tensions between the US and China, analysts began to start critiquing whether we would see that rate hike, and even if we did, what the further forward guidance would be for future rate hikes. Jerome Powell actually came out and said it's all but certain next month's rate hike, and also said that we could potentially see 3 further rate hikes for 2019. His main citing was that US interest rates are still at a historical low and there is still some movement in the market. In terms of the trade tensions themselves, President Donald Trump and the Chinese president have now found some common ground, with the Chinese agreeing to remove the tariff placed on US cars being imported into China, with Donald Trump saying that he's not going to impose any further sanctions or any further tariffs on the Chinese. So looking to the week ahead, we've got quite a heavy week. We've got on Tuesday Mark Carney testifying in front of the Treasury Select Committee on his outcome or his outlook on Brexit. Now, considering what Mark Carney said last week in terms of a no-deal Brexit could see the UK plunge into a recession, it's going to be heavily watched to see what he's going to say this time. Later on in the week on Wednesday, we have Mario Draghi speaking and also Jerome Powell speaking, both of which, ahead of their respective central banks. It's always going to be closely watched to see what the figureheads of the central bank always say. However, being the first working week of the month, we can always also expect to see the US employment figures come out, i.e. the unemployment rate and the non-farm payroll, all expected on Friday. And that's all from me for this week. As always, thank you for joining us, and please do like, comment and share on the video. At RationalFX, we're here to help you with your business's foreign currency requirements. So should you have any questions or queries, please feel free to reach out to us on the email provided, and we'll be more than happy to help.